The Power of Now, How to Live Fully in the Present Moment. Welcome to English Philosophy, the podcast that brings you timeless wisdom from the world's greatest books, thinkers, and spiritual guides. In today's episode, we dive deep into one of the most transformative books of our time, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This book is a spiritual guide to help us break free from mental suffering and live fully in the present moment. So, sit back, relax, and let's explore the wisdom of the power of now. 1. Who is Eckhart Tolle? Eckhart Tolle is a spiritual teacher and author known for his profound insights into human consciousness. Born in Germany and educated at the University of London and Cambridge, Tolle experienced a deep personal transformation at the age of 29, which marked the beginning of his spiritual journey. From this awakening came the teachings we now know through his best-selling book, The Power of Now, first published in 1997. 2. What is the core message of The Power of Now? At its heart, The Power of Now teaches that the present moment is all we truly have. Tolle asserts that most human suffering is caused by our attachment to the past and anxiety about the future. By becoming fully aware of the now, we can access peace, joy, and a deeper sense of being. In Tolle's words, realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. 3. Understanding the pain body. One of the most profound concepts in the book is the idea of the pain body. Tolle describes this as an emotional energy field of past hurt, anger. This pain body gets triggered by certain experiences and feeds off negative thoughts and drama. When we become aware of it, we can prevent it from taking control. Awareness, according to Tolle, is the key to dissolving the pain body. Example: think of a time when someone said something small but you overreacted. That's often the pain body responding, not the real you. 4. Ego and the illusion of identity. Another major teaching is around the ego. Tolle describes the ego as a false sense of self, built on mental constructs, like our job title, achievements, opinions, and even our roles in relationships. The ego constantly seeks validation and control. It lives either in the past, through regret or nostalgia, or in the future, through worry and desire. Real-life reflection. Many of us identify with our social media profiles, job positions, or even brands. But none of that is who we truly are. Tolle teaches that by letting go of these egoic identifications, we find a deeper connection to our true self. 5. The power of presence. Presence is simply being fully here, in this moment, without mentally rushing into the next. You're present when you're listening attentively, watching a sunset without thinking about emails, or fully tasting your food without scrolling your phone. Presence transforms our experience. According to Tolle, it brings joy, not because life becomes perfect, but because we're no longer lost in mental narratives. Wherever you are, be there totally. 6. Time, clock time versus psychological time. Tolle makes an important distinction between two types of time. Clock time is practical, used for appointments, schedules, planning. Psychological time is when we dwell on the past or worry about the future. The problem arises when our minds are always caught in psychological time. We replay memories, hold on to guilt, or worry endlessly about things we cannot control. Living in the now doesn't mean ignoring responsibility. It means freeing ourselves from the mental prison of time. 7. How to practice being present. You might wonder, how can I start living in the now? Here are some simple practices Tolle recommends. Observe your thoughts. Don't judge them. Just watch them pass like clouds. Focus on your breath. It brings attention back to the body and the moment. Use your senses. Listen, smell, feel. Be aware of your surroundings. Ask, am I present? This self-inquiry is a doorway to awareness. Exercise. Next time you wash dishes or take a walk, try doing it with full attention. Feel the water. Hear the sounds. Observe the colors. That's presence. 8. Relationships and the present moment. Tolle discusses how being present transforms relationships. Most conflicts arise when we're reacting from ego or past pain. When two people are present with each other, they communicate with clarity, empathy, and love. You listen to understand, not to respond. Presence also helps us accept others as they are, instead of trying to control or change them. 9. Freedom from the mind. Tolle emphasizes that we are not our thoughts. This is a revolutionary idea for many. The mind is a tool, but we often become its prisoner. When we believe every thought, especially negative ones, we suffer. But when we observe thoughts as just mental events, we begin to disidentify from them. Quote, "The beginning of freedom is the realization that you are not the thinker." 10. Stillness. Speaks. The book suggests that stillness is not emptiness, it's awareness. When we create space in our minds, by not constantly thinking, we connect to something deeper. This stillness is where creativity, peace, and true insight emerge. Meditation, nature walks, or even silent moments during the day help us access this stillness. 11. Death and the now. Tolle also explores how presence changes our understanding of death. Fear of death is often fear of the unknown future. But when we live fully in the present, we realize that life is not about duration, but about depth. Each moment, lived consciously, is a complete experience. 12. Spiritual awakening. Ultimately, the power of now is a guide to spiritual awakening. It's not about belief systems, but about awareness. Tolle encourages us to awaken to the aliveness of each moment, to drop identification with the mind and ego, and experience life directly. You are here to enable the divine purpose of the universe to unfold. That is how important you are. Closing thoughts. The Power of Now is not a book to be read once. It's a lifelong companion, one you return to whenever you feel overwhelmed or lost. If you take away one lesson from this podcast, let it be this: peace is found not in the next achievement, relationship, or escape, but right here, right now. Thank you for listening to English Philosophy. If you found this episode helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let us know in the comments, what does living in the present mean to you? Until next time, stay aware, stay kind, and stay in the now.